Hello there, this is Rahul. I hope you are doing good. In today's session, we are going to talk about Helm file and how to use the Helm file to manage your Helm chart. As usual, we will first start by installing the Helm file onto our Kubernetes cluster. Second, we are going to create a Helm chart and then we are going to manage that Helm chart using the Helm file. So using the Helm file, we are going to install the Helm chart, then we are going to uninstall the Helm chart, and also we are going to see like how we can pull the Helm chart from a GitHub repository and install it using the Helm file. On top of that, we are also going to see how we can install multiple Helm chart using the Helm file. So there are a lot of features which Helm file provides to us, and we are going to see those features into this session. Let's start with our first topic, that is what is Helm file. So whenever we talk about the Helm file, then we are talking about a Kubernetes cluster first. And when we talk about Kubernetes cluster, then there is a Docker container which is running inside your Kubernetes cluster. So here on this slide, you can see there is a Docker container, and inside that Docker container, there is an application. And that application which I have taken for this example is a Spring Boot application. But you can take any application which you can containerize and put it inside a Docker container. So this is our Kubernetes cluster in which we have a Docker container, and inside that Docker container we have an application. So in a typical Kubernetes cluster, we deploy a Docker container inside our Kubernetes cluster and we call that as a deployment resource. And later on, we expose those deployed resources using the service, and we expose the service using either cluster IP or node port or a load balancer. Well, if you don't have the Helm chart with you, then what you're gonna do, you're gonna just simply deploy the Docker container manually using the kubectl command, and later on you're going to expose the service also using the kubectl command. But all those things will be manual because you don't have a Helm chart. So what is the benefit of using the Helm chart? So when Helm chart comes into picture, then you can create a Helm chart, and in that Helm chart you can create a deployment YAML, you can create a service YAML, and that will take care of your deployment as well as the exposing of a services either using cluster IP, node port or a load balancer. But if you look carefully over here, then you will wonder that there are so many files which Helm chart provides to us. So we already have a Kubernetes cluster in which we are having a Docker container, and inside that we are having an application. On top of that, we are having a Helm chart where we need to manage all these files, that is chart YAML, service YAML, service account YAML, ingress, HPA. So there are lots of YAML or configuration YAML which Helm chart provides. So we need to take care of all things manually. So here comes the Helm file. So what Helm file does, Helm file is a very simple YAML or a configuration file where you only need to mention your Helm chart. So if you revise the whole setup, then what we have a Kubernetes cluster on the left hand side where we have a Docker container. After that, we have created a Helm chart. And once we have created a Helm chart, then we are going to create a Helm file. And then in this Helm file, we are going to reference our Hello World Helm chart. So here you can see this is the reference of our Hello World Helm chart. So with this Helm file, we are going to manage our Helm chart, and by managing means we are going to install the Helm chart, we are going to uninstall the Helm chart, and also we can do the multiple Helm chart deployment using this Helm file. So this is how Helm file reduces the complexity of lengthy and complex configuration YAML which Helm chart provides. Let's start with the demo, and this is my Kubernetes cluster which is up and running. So I can check the Kubernetes cluster by running the kubectl get nodes command, and here there are a couple of nodes which I have started on my development machine. So I'll clear it. And first thing which we need to do is we need to install the Helm file. So this is the first step which we are going to do. And also I'm just going to share this guide. So I have composed all the command and I have put down all the command into this blog post. So I'll put the link of this blog post into the description section of this video. So the first thing is we need to install the Helm file. So this is going to be our first step. And first of all, we need to download the Helm file. So you can download the Helm file from a GitHub repository. So here, this is the Helm file, and the current version which we have right now is v014. But you just download whatever latest version available at that particular point of time. So here, if you are working on a Linux version, then just try to download some Linux version. And if you are on a Windows, then just try to download the Windows version. and for Mac OS you can use the Darwin. Since I'm using Ubuntu as my base operating system, so I'm just gonna use Helm Linux AMD 64. So I'm just gonna copy the link from here, go back to my terminal, and here I'm just gonna use the command wget to download the file. Okay, I can clear the screen. After downloading the file, we can verify that file has been downloaded by running the command ls and followed by lart. So here we can see the file has been downloaded, but it doesn't have a executable permission. So we need to change the permission over here so that it is executable. So first of all, I'll just rename the file, and to rename the file, what we are gonna do, we are just simply gonna run the command move and Helm file, and I'm just gonna move the file into the same directory, but I'm just gonna change the name. So here we can again run the command lart. So now the file name has been changed and it is now only the Helm file. Okay, now after changing the file name, we need to change the permission also. So the command for that is chmod, and I'm just gonna use 777 and the file name. And we can verify the file permission by running the command lsrt, and we can see now we have the executable permission also on the Helm file. Now after changing the permission and renaming the file, we need to move this file into the user bin directory. So either we can use the move or cp copy command also. So we are going to use the Helm file and we are going to mention the directory user local bin, and also use the sudo in front of it, because we don't have the root permission to, we need a root permission to move any file inside the user local bin directory. Simply hit enter, and after that you can just verify the installation of a Helm file by running the command helm file. And here you can see we are getting some output, and yeah, so actually the correct command should be I'll clear the screen, it should be helm file version, and here you can see we have installed the Helm file. I will update the blog post. In this blog post, I have forgot to mention the change permission command. So I'll update that instruction into this blog post. Okay, moving further, after installing the Helm file, the next thing which we need to do, we need to create a Helm chart, and then we are going to use that Helm chart to install it via Helm file. So the first thing which we need to do over here, and the next instruction in the guide, is we need to create a Helm chart. So I'm assuming that you have already installed the Helm chart onto your Kubernetes cluster. So if you haven't done the Helm chart installation, then I would highly recommend to install the Helm chart first. So now the command for installing or creating a Helm chart would be helm create hello world. So hello world is my Helm chart which I'm going to create. So I'm just simply gonna copy this command from here, go back to my terminal, I'll clear the screen over here. And here we can verify, first of all, there is no previous Helm chart which exists over there. So here we only have the Helm file which we have downloaded previously. I should actually get rid of it because we have already moved that file into our user local bin. So now I have removed it. So if I run the command lsrt, so I don't have anything over here. Okay, so now we are going to create a Helm chart, and the command for that is helm create hello world. And here we can see our hello world Helm chart has been created, and we can verify the content of a hello world Helm chart by running the command tree hello world. Sorry, it's not 3, it's tree. And here we can see, so here you can verify that we have a chart YAML which is default and which is provided by a Helm chart along with the deployment along with the service YAML. So we are just gonna today play with the deployment and the service YAML. Okay, coming back to the guide, so what we have done, we have created a hello world Helm chart. Next thing which we need to do, we need to create a helm file.yml. So just simply copy this name from here. I should have copied the name like this. Yeah, so copy the name from here, go back to your terminal, clear the screen, and just run the command ls so that you can see. So this is my hello world Helm chart, and here I'm just gonna create a file that is helm file YAML. And now we should have two things, one the hello world directory and the helm file YAML. Okay, so now I'll clear the screen, And now what we need to do, we need to copy this instruction, and these instructions are pretty simple. I'll increase the font size of my guide. So here, first of all, we need to mention the word that is releases. After that, you need to mention the name. This name can be anything, but it's always recommended to put the same name of your Helm chart. So here, this is the chart and this is the directory actually. So we are working in the current directory, and our Helm file and the hello world Helm chart exist in the same directory. So that's why I have used the current directory path. And the important thing, when you want to install the Helm chart, then you should use the flag install equal to true. Otherwise, it is not going to install the Helm chart using the Helm file. So I'm just going to copy this instruction from here. Go back to my terminal. I'm just going to open the Helm file into the VI mode, and simply I'm just going to paste it over here. And after that, we are just going to save and quit. I just noticed I made a typo while creating a Helm chart. So here, instead of mentioning hello world, I have written hell world. So that's wrong. So I need to correct it. So what I'll do, I'll not change the hello world Helm chart. Instead, I'm just going to update my Helm file. So what I'm going to do, vi Helm file. And here, I'm just going to simply rename the hello world. So remove the O and O. So that was the typo which I did, so which I just corrected. Moving further into the guide, now we have created our Helm file, and the next thing which we need to do is we need to run the Helm file sync command. So this command Helm file sync is going to install the Helm chart which we have just created. So in our case, we have just created a hello world, so that is going to be installed by using this command. So I'm just simply going to copy the command Helm file sync from here, go back to my terminal. I'll clear the screen and simply paste it and hit enter. And here you can see this is the name of our Helm chart we just created and updated release. So this is where it shows like it has installed our hello world Helm chart. So I'm just going to clear the screen and I'm just going to run the Helm chart command to verify the installation of my Helm chart. So the command is helm list a. And here you can see we have a installation. These two are my previous installation, so don't worry about it. So we are only worried about this Helm world. So that was my Helm chart which I have just created and just installed using the Helm file. Now we have seen how to install the Helm chart using the Helm file. The next thing which we are going to try, we are going to uninstall the Helm chart using the Helm file. And we are going to use the same Helm file. And here the only attribute which we are going to change is the installed attribute. So here previously we have mentioned that is true, but now we are going to change it to false so that we can uninstall the Helm chart we have just created. So go back to your terminal, open the file Helm file into the VI mode. And here we are going to change the flag from true to false. Save and quit. And after that, just verify the Helm list once again before uninstalling. So here you can see we have our hello world which is up and running. So we are not worried about these two because I have created long back. So we are just gonna install the hello world Helm chart which we have just created. So after editing the Helm file and setting the value to false, the next command which I am gonna run is the Helm file sync. So you only need to run the same command again. This is the same command which we have used for installation, but we are going to use the same command for uninstallation also. The only thing is we have changed the installed flag to be false. And here you can see it has deleted the release hello world we have just installed previously. And again, you can run the same helm list a command and verify the changes. So here you can see the hello world with this name has been gone from this list. So we have successfully installed the hello world Helm chart. Moving further into the guide, the next thing which we are going to try with the Helm file is try to install the Helm chart from our GitHub repository. So there is a GitHub repository like this. So this is my GitHub repository where I have already uploaded my hello world Helm chart. So this is the hello world Helm chart. And I'm just going to use the same repository to install the Helm chart using Helm file. So we are going to pull this Helm chart, which is remotely on my GitHub, and then we are going to install it. So As you know, or you might have worked with the GitHub, so whenever you want to work with the GitHub, then you need to mention the GitHub repository URL. So here we are just gonna create a repository configuration. We are gonna put some name that is going to be Hello World, because we are going to install the Hello World, and then we are going to mention the URL of our Helm chart. Here there are a few things which you need to be careful. You need to use git plus https, and secondly, you need to put the name of your Helm chart, that is Hello World. So till now, this is my URL of my GitHub repository. Remember, there is no git extension over here. After that, you need to put @ and you need to mention the name of your Helm chart. And after that, you need to point to the master. I mean, you should fetch and pull the master where your GitHub repository is. After that, there is a releases tag, and which is just similar, which we have just seen. And here this is installed. I have put it as a false, but you can put it as a true for installing. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this whole instruction from here, and here is my terminal. I'll just clear it, and here I'm just gonna remove the Hello World local Hello World Helm chart, because I just don't wanna keep it. So now I have removed my Hello World Helm chart, which I have locally created, so that we have a clean slate to work on. And I'm just gonna erase my Helm file also. So this is the command which I'm going to use to erase my previous local Helm chart installation configuration. So that's been done. I can verify so that my Helm file is clean. So here you can see the cat command is not giving any output. That means our Helm file is clean. Now open the Helm file in the VI mode, paste the instructions. So here I'm just gonna change this false to true, because I just wanted to install it. So after that, save and quit. And after that, you need to run the command helm file sync. We got some error over here, and it says like could not find a protocol handler git https. So that means we need to install the Helm Git plugin also. So if you go to Google, then you just type in Helm Git plugin and just click on the first link which pops out over here. So we need to have Helm Git plugin installed so that Helm can pull the Helm chart from the GitHub repository. So that's the plugin which is also required. So I'm just gonna copy this Git plugin, go back to my terminal, and paste it over here. So here you can see our Helm Git plugin has been installed. So next thing which I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna again run the helm file sync command. And here you can see the updated release. So that means our Hello World Helm chart has been installed from our GitHub repository. And we can verify by running the command helm list a. And here you can see this is the Hello World Helm chart, and this is the latest Hello World Helm chart which we have installed. These two are the previous old one, but we are just worried about this first one. So this is how you're gonna use the GitHub repository to store your Helm chart, and then you are going to use those GitHub repository stored Helm chart to pull in and install it via using Helm file. Alright, so till now what we have seen like how to install the Helm chart using the Helm file, and then how to uninstall the Helm chart also using the Helm file, and then we have seen like how to use the GitHub repository to pull in the Helm chart from a remote GitHub and install it using the Helm file. Now consider a scenario like where you need to install multiple Helm chart, and we are talking about more than one Helm chart over here. So if you have such a scenario, then Helm file could definitely help you to simplify the installation and managing part of your Helm chart. So here in this instruction guide, you will see we are trying to create a two Helm chart. This is Hello World 1 and this is Hello World 2. And after that, we are going to create a Helm file, and in that Helm file, we are going to install both of the Helm chart at the same time. And then again, we are going to run the same Helm file sync command. So this single command is going to read our Helm file, and it is going to read the configuration of our both of the Helm chart, that is Hello World 1 and Hello World 2, and it is going to install it. Okay, but before that, we have some old Helm chart runnings in our Kubernetes cluster, which we need to delete it before. So here we can see we have two hello world 1 and 2 which is running. So I'm just gonna run the command helm delete hello world and paste it over here. That has been done. 2 also, and that has been done. I'll clear the screen and I'm just gonna run the helm list a command, and now you can see there is no Helm chart installed and which is running over here. So our Kubernetes cluster is clean. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this configuration from here. Sorry, we need to create the Helm chart before. So first of all, let's create the hello world Helm chart. I'll clear the screen, and here you can see we have only the Helm file. We don't have any Helm chart created earlier. So I'll just paste the command, and now we have created our first hello world Helm chart that we can see. This is the one, and again I'm just gonna run the same command with the little bit change, and this is the second hello world, and I'm just gonna verify. So here we have both of the hello world Helm chart 1 and 2. All right, let's copy the configuration of our Helm file from here. Copy it, go back to your terminal. First of all, erase the content of our Helm file. Done. Verify it that your Helm file is clean. That is also clean. Open it in a VI mode and paste the content over here. And remember, we are trying to install two Helm chart, hello world 1, hello world 2, and both the flags are true over here. Simply save and quit, and yeah, clear the screen, run the command helm file sync, enter. And here you can see updated release information. So here we have installed hello world 1 and hello world 2, and clear the screen, helm list a, and here you can see we have successfully installed both the hello world Helm chart, and both have just installed on the 25th on the day where I'm recording this session. So this is how you can install multiple Helm chart using the Helm file. So if you have more than 2 Helm chart, then you can just keep on adding the configuration of your Helm chart over here into the Helm file, and you can just simply run the helm sync command, and that is going to install the both of your Helm chart into your Kubernetes cluster. And again, you can use the same GitHub repository feature if you have stored multiple Helm chart remotely on a GitHub repository. Then again, you can use the same GitHub feature, and you can just mention the name of your Helm chart, and then it can pull all the Helm chart which is stored on your GitHub repository and just gonna install it. So this is how simple it is with the Helm file. Along with that, Helm file also provide you the features of a template and environment variables. So in case if you want to templatize, or you just want to make a template of your Helm chart, then you can use this values YAML.go tmpl feature. That's really cool feature, and you can just inject the environment variable based on your local development, test, and production. So this is a little bit more information on how to pass the environment variable into your Helm file. So just try to go through this instruction, and you can just improve your Helm file quite a lot with this. So this was a little small session on how to use Helm file to manage your Helm chart, and I hope this session will help you to getting started with your Helm file. But as I told you, you should have a basic understanding on how to use the Helm chart to manage your Kubernetes deployment and services. So if you know the Helm chart, then it will be a really easy to understand what is Helm file is and what you can do with your Helm file. So with that, I hope you liked the today's session on how to manage your Helm chart using the Helm file. And if you are interested into the similar session, then please do follow this channel where I keep on posting similar content on a weekly basis. It's mostly on a Terraform, Helm chart, Kubernetes, and sometimes on a Docker. So see you into the next session of a DevOps. Till then, bye bye and take care.